What impact did communism have on Orthodox Church membership? Have you ever wondered how a political system can shape religious beliefs and practices? The impact of communism on Orthodox Church membership is a fascinating story. In countries like Russia, the Orthodox Church was a major part of society. However, when communism took hold, everything changed. The Bolshevik government aimed to reduce the Church's influence. They ended the Church's privileged status, which it had enjoyed under the previous Tsarist regime. This shift forced the Church into a fight for survival. Under communist rule, the Church faced severe persecution. The government confiscated Church property and imprisoned or executed many clergy members. Religious activities were heavily suppressed. The state promoted atheism, funding organizations to undermine religious beliefs. As a result, Church membership and attendance dropped dramatically. By the 1980s, fewer than 7,000 Orthodox churches were still functioning in Russia. Only about 31% of Russians identified as Orthodox by 1991. This was a significant decline from earlier periods. Despite this harsh treatment, Orthodox Christianity did not disappear. Many believers practiced their faith in secret. Some clergy and faithful emigrated to other countries, keeping the Church alive abroad. In the 1920s, the new economic policy briefly eased restrictions on religion. However, under Joseph Stalin, the attacks on religious worship intensified. It was only during World War II that the government relaxed its stance due to patriotic reasons. After the Soviet Union collapsed, the Orthodox Church saw a revival. Surveys show that between 43% and 72% of Russians now identify as Orthodox. New churches have been built rapidly. This revival is partly due to the close relationship between the Church and the post-communist government. The government has provided legislative and financial support to the Church in exchange for its endorsement. However, the legacy of communism brought challenges. The Church faces internal divisions and fragmentation. This is partly due to the emergence of other Orthodox jurisdictions and schisms that developed during and after the communist era. The suppression of religion also led to a high level of secularization. Many people identify culturally as Orthodox, but regular church attendance remains low compared to other countries. From the communist viewpoint, suppressing the Orthodox Church was part of a larger goal to create a secular society. The government viewed the Church as an ally of the old ruling classes. Reducing church membership and weakening its political power were seen as necessary steps toward building a communist state. The Church's survival, although diminished, was tolerated as long as it did not threaten the regime's control. In summary, communism significantly impacted Orthodox Church membership and influence through persecution and state atheism. While church attendance and infrastructure declined, the Church endured and later experienced a revival after communism's fall. However, the effects of division and secularization continue to challenge the Church today.